morning, guys, from Manila, Philippines. That sounds so good. It feels so good to be back in one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Over 14 million people. I'm so excited to explore again. It has been over 2 years since the lockdown, and I want to see how this city, how this country has changed. So we're going to go and see a lot of things in the next couple of days that we've seen before, and hopefully some new places. First, we're going to have breakfast here at Unwind Hostel. How good does that hot tub look? By the way, we're definitely jumping in that tomorrow, but the sun is shining, the food is cooking. We're back in the Philippines. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
How good does this look?
Unreal. What a place to have your breakfast on the rooftop. So I have something not very traditional. Don't judge, but I feel
like we should focus on mine a little bit more.
I have English muffins and eggs, and Matt actually has chicken, adobo, flakes with silog. Silog is just rice and egg, I believe. Oh my god, I'm just literally going to just dip my muffin in with the egg. Look at that.
And appreciate the view.
Good egg, good muffin, great view.
This looks really good. They're basically like deep fried chicken flakes, a little bit of rice, a little bit of egg in the sauce, which I don't know what the sauce is.
Adobo sauce, garlic rice.
Oh yeah, garlic rice. If you come to the Philippines, first morning, you've got to go for it. You know you're back in the Philippines when you're having rice, eggs, chicken for breakfast, but what a lovely place. We're staying in the Poblacion area of Makati, which is sort of like the old Makati. It has the nightlife district. It is the hip area, which is definitely going to be fun this evening. But I feel like the best way to gauge Manila whenever we come back is a walk down Makati Avenue, the heart of like the CBD here, just to see what's going on, see what's open, see what's closed, see what's changed after and during the pandemic.
How much of a sensory overload Makati Avenue is. It is just crazy. Not as many people as we're used to, but
the
obviously,
street seems quiet.
Yeah, the street seems quiet.
The traffic doesn't.
The traffic will never be quiet in Manila, but there is obviously all the huge buildings, the skyscrapers, and we're just coming up to all the fast food places. But yeah, it feels so strange to be back.
I'm sure it has got hotter in the Philippines. Every bit of shade, it is like a relief, it's like a haven. But a lot seems to have changed along Makati Avenue. There's always a lot of works going on, buildings, skyscrapers flying up. It seems like a lot of them have been finished during the lockdown. There's so many new ones that we're spotting, and it's definitely quieter. There's even less cars on the road. Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
I feel like we're going to keep stopping in this sun.
We definitely are. We need some shade and we need a cold drink. We've come into Blackbird at the Nielsen Tower. It's actually at the old Manila airport, which is so unique. This is actually the tarmac runway, and back in World War II it was used as the US Air Force base. So I think this place has so much history. It's really unique, and I've got an iced tea.
And a mango shake. That was really unique, to be sat there having a drink on the old Manila airport runway. It was definitely a little bit higher end, a little bit more expensive than you'd typically spend in Manila, but we're like literally hiding from the sun again. These underpassages, I've never seen ones. Just look at this, it's so colourful. I'm not sure it used to be like this.
One thing the Philippines does very well is a shopping mall. This is one of our favourites. This is Greenbelt. I think I'm at Greenbelt number 3. We're just walking through here because we are about to get a taxi to the area of BGC.
Thank you. Literally 10 minutes to get from Makati to BGC in a taxi. That's good timing for a Saturday. Normally, Sundays in the Philippines are like the day that you find no traffic. Every other day, the traffic is crazy, but like I said, it seems a lot quieter on the roads. BGC though, seems a lot busier. It feels like everyone's here for the weekend. BGC is basically It is Bonifacio Global City. It's like its own city in Metro Manila. It started being built in '95, and it's its huge business district with high-end malls, high-end restaurants, pretty much high-end everything. It's very sleek, it's very nice. Reminds me a lot of New York City.
We were slightly worried about coming to BGC because we were thinking with all the businesses and all the smaller shops, we thought that maybe they would close down because of the lockdown, but it's alive. It's busier than ever, pretty much. We're currently on BGC High Street, which basically has everything you could ever wish for. There's even loads of markets that we haven't seen before, and even a plant market. How cool is that? Never thought I'd find myself in a flower market in BGC.
Just interrupting today's video because we have teamed up with Skyscanner to help show you how to book a last-minute trip.
We know that everybody is eager to get out and about, so we're going to show you in just 30 seconds how to book a last-minute trip.
We use Skyscanner all the time, and if you have a specific budget in mind, you can use the traffic light system, which will show you like the cheapest month and the cheapest days. You can also go a little bit further and explore everywhere. If you don't have a specific destination, you can explore everywhere and it will show you the cheapest destinations to travel to.
You can use all of these tools sat in bed, relaxing and finding the best deals for your revenge trip. We'd highly recommend using the Skyscanner as it is the most effective way to find the best flights and best deals. Thank you so much to Skyscanner, and let's get back to the video. Time for some traditional Filipino food. Thank you.
Cheers. It didn't take long for the San Mig Light, the old favourite, to come back out. You basically need a drink, I was saying, every 10 minutes in this heat. Not always beer, that's definitely not advised, but I think it's like 34 degrees today. My shirt is stuck to me. The lady, when we come into this restaurant, Manam, it's a traditional Filipino restaurant, apparently the best in BGC. She said, "Are you sure you want to sit outside?" And we're like, "Yeah, okay." Look,
we want to take
it's absolutely packed inside, and outside there is no one. So we've got the whole outside to ourselves. It's really nice as well. When you're walking around BGC, look out for street art. It has some of the best street art you're going to find in all of the Philippines. The food looks amazing. We've got a few dishes on the way. What is cheers in Filipino? We need to learn that. We need to learn it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. This looks very, very good. So, obviously, you can't come to the Philippines and not eat rice, and they do rice really, really well. So we got white rice, and then I went for a tofu sisig because sisig is one of their national dishes, which is actually normally made from pork face, belly and chicken liver. I went for tofu because for some reason the tofu out here is also so good. So it's full of chilies as well, so it's probably going to burn my mouth, and it's sizzling. Yeah, chili's hot, but that's sisig. The tofu is so good.
This is how you do it properly. So I have the proper sisig, which actually originated in Pampanga, which is like an hour north of here. We've tried it there before. It looks really good. It's basically all things pork. Pork brain, pork knuckle.
No, pork face.
Pork face, pork brain.
Pork belly.
And brain.
I think it depends where you get it from.
It depends where you go. It smells really good.
And they always come on these like boiling hot plates.
No, it isn't. This is actually this place's speciality. It's so good, it's so crunchy.
Sisig was very good, and we had to go for a hello hello. Specifically, this is called a nam nam hello hello, and apparently nam nam means delicious in English. Hello hello is basically translated to mix mix, which is like a mixed dessert. It's like ice cream, candy things, coconut milk, evaporate milk. Yeah, but this is like
is that ube ice cream?
Ube ice cream. Oh my god, this is like just messing it up. It looks so good, and then you just grab like a whole load of it. Great breeze, perfect for the hot weather, and you've got like these little cute little sweet things at the bottom. It is very good.
Just in time for sunset. That was close. We literally finished our food, tried to get a grab, couldn't get a grab taxi, got in a local taxi and just made it to behind the Mall of Asia. This is sort of like Manila Bay for
Look at that sunset.
Look at that sunset. It is so busy, by the way. I've never seen the bay. Sorry, never seen the bay this busy. But we've been told that there's actually a bar here in the Conrad Hotel, which has the best, supposedly
the best view for sunset.
The sunset. This is snazzy.
This is so snazzy. To the 3rd floor we go. Wow. Check this out. So this is the Sea Lounge on top of the Conrad Hotel, and it is a direct view. So we were literally down there where all those people are, and now we're up here.
Wow, it is amazing. We can't have a drink out here though, because it's fully booked.
It's fully booked. Of course it is. It's fully booked for sunset, but that is unreal.
This is definitely, look at that, the best spot in Manila for sunset. I feel like you need to come and book in advance though, because out here there's only like 3 tables, so we're gonna have to go in. Is there seats inside? Yeah. I'm praying there's seats inside because it's still set and it looks amazing. I mean, this is just too good.
It's unreal. I don't know what else to say. I think sunsets in Asia are always the best, but especially when you're looking at it like that.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Sunset of Manila Bay. An ice cold San Mig light. Perfect way to start the month back in the Philippines. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning guys from Manila, Philippines. How good was that sunset last night? So
good. We do just have to say that the Conrad is very expensive for Manila.
Get a cheap drink, get the cheapest drink on the menu, appreciate the sunset. That is definitely the trick. We then ended up in Poblacion for the first time ever.
Yeah, I can't believe that. We ended up in the Social, I think it is, and it's like a small little rooftop place, had loads of little drink and food places. It was
cool.
Nice.
It's hip, it's changing. Poblacion is definitely changing. It's definitely becoming a hip area, the place to go around Makati, I would say, definitely 100% for nightlife. But look at this, we are up on our hostel here at Unwind in the hot tub, which
36 degrees.
Which is cool, which is nice. I don't think if it was hot it would be any good. We've got our morning coffee and we are ready to explore Manila for the second day. If I could start every day on a rooftop in Manila, I definitely would.
That would be unreal, but we have skipped breakfast because apparently we are heading to the best place for brunch, breakfast brunch in Manila.
Brunch, breakfast in Manila. We're heading to Wildflower. I think there's a few of them. There's a few of them around Metro Manila, but we are heading to the one, which one are we heading to?
This one is in Rockwell. It's only like a 5-minute walk from the hotel, so...
I think it is, and I'm loving these local streets. I really like the little street. Poblacion is full of like little tiny streets away from like the skyscrapers. It's a real contrast.
The best thing about Manila on a Sunday, there is nobody around. Thank you so much.
That was crazy. We were going to sit outside, but the winds that just came in out of nowhere were ridiculous, like so quick. We were trying to sit down, the menus were flying about, Molly was flying about. It was no good for anyone, but we've made it to Wildflower. This place is really nice. We've just made breakfast, shows how late we've got out today, and we've started with a watermelon iced tea, I think, and then to start with, we're trying, apparently you have to try the Wildflower baguette with one of their like unique butters, so we're getting that. I'm getting a mushroom rice, and Molly is getting a shakshuka. It's very nice. It's very, I don't know what the word is. It's very hip.
Hip, yeah,
hip.
Good word.
Amazing. Thank you very much. And this is the famous baguette.
I'm so excited.
The butter smells so good.
It's so garlicky, herby, and special. And the bread is warm. Oh my god.
You know you can get as much bread as you want.
Yeah, I know. How
she said like once you finish that, we should just order one of them and just fill up on bread.
So don't eat all the garlic butter. Right, are you ready?
It looks so basic, it smells so good.
Still around my mouth. That is so good. It's only bread and butter, but it's so fresh, and the butter is so nice. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you. This looks so good. I've never had a mushroom bowl before. It's basically mushrooms, grains, rice, with
Black
an egg.
rice as well.
Black rice, yeah. All sorts of grains and huge, like, wild mushrooms that are falling everywhere in this. Oh, I can't. The mushroom just keeps running away.
You're really healthy today.
Too healthy, right? The mushrooms are like really sweet. I didn't expect it to be that sweet. It's good. I'm kind of jealous of your shakshuka though.
It looks unreal, doesn't it? Oh my god, it's like really hot though. I'm scared I'm going to burn my mouth.
You can't really go wrong with a shakshuka.
No, you can't. It even has this like fancy yogurt. It's just very fancy. That was very good. Food was lovely. I am stuffed, and it's actually in such a nice area. It's in Rockwell. We haven't actually been here before. It feels like its own area of Manila, of Makati. So yeah, this is really nice. It is just unbelievably hot today. So humid. To Intramuros? Intramuros?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got a quick taxi and we have made it to Intramuros, which means the walled city. It's actually the oldest district here in the Philippines, and it's where the Spanish colonised the country. I'm currently standing on one of the walls.
I'm not sure we're meant to be up here.
No, I don't think we're meant to be up here.
Like
actually, by the golf park, yeah? That's what you call it,
No,
a golf park.
It's a golf course.
Golf course, that's it.
I've never heard of a golf park. Basically, there's signs saying duck because the golf balls might hit you in the head. I think we are actually allowed up here. There's a few more people joining us on the walls for photos. The actual Intramuros means within walls, and you can definitely see that. I think it's a few kilometers. I think it's like 4.5 kilometers of walls all the way around. We actually came here a few years ago and done a BAM bike experience. I'd probably recommend that if you came here for the whole day and you want to see all the sights, because walking around in the heat, it does take a long time, but you can really see like the contrast from the old city behind me, golf course, and all the sky rises of Makati and BGC in the distance. Definitely need a few hours to explore all of Intramuros, and preferably on the BAM bikes like we did before. We didn't actually come here really to explore the whole of Intramuros again as we've done it before. We're literally right next to Manila Cathedral, which is the first and I think oldest cathedral in all of the Philippines. We actually came here because we found a really cool restaurant that overlooks the cathedral, where you can have drinks, some food and everything else. Obviously if you haven't been here before, do the full tour, but if you have, like we have, hopefully this restaurant is a little icing on the cake. It must be good. There's like 20 people in the queue in front of us. Thank you.
Time to go.
We were wrong.
There's another queue, a queue after the first queue. Finally, we've got in, and look at this place. Oh my
God, have you seen this?
Thank you. Look at the cathedral.
This is so cool.
It is so beautiful. We've got here at the perfect time as well. We did wait an hour, but the sun has set, the lights have turned on, and they said apparently it's the most beautiful when you come when the lights are on, and that is pretty spectacular.
I think this is the best way to see the cathedral.
Well, just standing right here. This is, I don't even have any words for it. It's such a good cafe. Apparently they had to add more tables because it got so busy. You can hear the loud wedding across the rooftop as well, but it's so pretty. I'm not the biggest fan of going to see cathedrals and churches, but when you're on a rooftop like this, it's the best way to do it.
Cheers to a 1 hour wait and finding out that they have run out of alcohol.
Yeah, for some reason they have absolutely zero stock, beer, wine, liquor, anything else.
It's hard. With a view like this, I feel like you need a beer.
Yeah, but we got a Sprite.
Good morning guys, again from Manila, Philippines. That was our first 48 hours back in this beautiful country, back in this city, a city that you definitely shouldn't overlook if you are traveling to the Philippines. It's changed in some ways, but in some ways really positive ways. There's so many startups, which is great to see coming out of the pandemic, and the people again are just the best. We've seen some places that we've seen before, some of the touristy sites. There are so many things to see, but some new things, like I loved the Cathedral Cafe in Intramuros, and then last night we actually met Nelly from Making It Happen, and she took us to the best Japanese food court. Highly recommend it. If you're not following Making It Happen, we'll link them below. Basically, they are all things Philippines, all things Manila. They're the experts, they're the people to go to, so go and check out their channel below. But what a great first 48 hours. So much more that's to come. We've actually checked into the sister property of Unwind, so we'll show you that in the next video. Hello! See? Everyone's waving. The nicest people in the world. So much more to see, so much more to do even in Manila and the rest of the islands of this beautiful country. See you in the next one. Hello!